Hey you beautiful people, welcome back to a new video on our channel Read Travel Become. So I use a lot of apps on a day-to-day basis, but there are very few apps which have had a dramatic impact in my productivity. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 apps that have drastically changed my life. I use them on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about the social media apps because I use YouTube all day, Twitter all day. I'm not going to talk about those. I'm going to talk about those apps which have helped my productivity, have helped me to better manage my time, to read more, to brainstorm some ideas, and stuff like that. So I'm going to talk about those 5 apps in this video. For those who are new on this channel, hi, my name is Avdoot, and on this channel Read Travel Become, I talk about books, travel and productivity. Make sure you watch the video till the end. You may never know which thought or fact may resonate with you and change the course of your life. So let's get started. Okay, so the first app I'm going to talk about, it's also a web service and it's also an app. It's basically a one-stop solution for all my endeavors on a day-to-day basis. I have talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it in detail in this video. Yes, the app is called Notion. I use Notion on a day-to-day basis. Notion is basically a productivity tool. You can track literally everything here. On Notion, you can go on, you can create your own pages, you can create your own customized tools, you can create your own customized dashboards. For example, let's say you can track your habits, you can track your budget, you can track your notes, everything. The best part about Notion is it gives you that control of customization. It's not like they've given something and you only have to follow that pattern. They've given you that control that whatever you want to do, you can do it on Notion, and the UI is pretty easy. Like you can figure out everything on your own. You don't need to have a tutorial, watch a tutorial to figure out everything. So I'm going to talk about Notion in 2 parts. The first part, I will tell you what Notion has to offer, which is an out-of-the-box template of the product. I'll tell you about that. And the second part would be how I have made some notes, how I have made some pages on Notion. So let's start with the templates. When you open the platform, you can go on this option called templates. These are the templates which Notion has to offer. It's out of the box. You just have to customize whatever lists you want. Let's say you are a student, they've given out class notes, job applications, club homepage. Let's say you want something personal. When you go in personal, let's say you want to create a page about your personal home stuff. So you can make a movie list, recipe list. Let me click on the movie list. So these are the movies you can add. You can, everything is customizable. Let's say you want to journal. So they've given this journal ka template which you can customize again. There's a reading list, there's a goal. These are the goals: to-do list, doing, done. You can customize everything. This is just for personal. If you want to go into product management, there are roadmaps and product wikis for all the templates. Then basically these are the templates which Notion has to offer. Any template you open, you can customize it on your own and use it according to what your needs are. Next I'll tell you what I have made. So the first page which I have made is my workspace, where I have my reading list, movie list, podcast. I have my yearly goals, travel plans, my destinations. Then I have made a page called my YouTube ideas, where it's a status board where all my ideas are written down. Then I have a thing called Daily Scrum, where I have made a database where I have divided it into big picture, pipeline, required and urgent. On a day-to-day basis, I go to this page and I update all of the tasks that I have, so that I have a better idea of whatever tasks I want to do. I also assign them priority. I also have a page built called Quirks. On this Quirks page, I write everything. I write all the ideas. I write some thoughts from books. Let's say I listen to a podcast by Jordan Peterson. I'll write all of the notes that I have listened from this podcast. So everything I write. This is basically an idea dump. Any musings, any quirks, any thoughts, I put it down here. Also, there's an interesting thing about Notion. It is open source. Many creators on YouTube, especially many productivity creators, have build their own customized templates and put it on the internet, which you can use. For example, I downloaded this dashboard by some creator. I don't remember her name. She was a productivity creator. I downloaded this. So she has made this template from scratch. So this template has the time, it has a quote, it has the weather. Then I really like this widget. It's like the day is 76% done, the week is 11% done, the month is 6% done, and the year is 33% done, which keeps on updating in real time. You can add your assignments here, your tasks here, your daily check-ins, you can add your course lists here. I really like this. So you can find many such templates on the internet. Just search it and try figuring out stuff. It's not very difficult. You can find all the tools on the internet. The next app which I use on a daily basis, it's called Flora. It's an iOS app. I don't know, I'm not sure if it's there on Android, but it's called Flora. It has a very interesting concept. It helps you to focus your tasks. You might have heard about this method called Pomodoro method, in which you actually, when you decide to do a task, you do that task for a set amount of time and then you take a break. But when you're doing that task, you have no other distraction. You are just doing that task. So you can basically set times for this and do your task. That time limit can be any time, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's say I want to do something, I want to do some work. I'll set aside 30 minutes and 30 minutes I will only do the tasks. So how Flora helps me doing this? They have gamified everything. So let me explain how. You have a seed, they give you a seed and you have to grow that seed into a plant. Basically, you are a gardener and you want to plant the seed. Let's say I decide I want to work for 20 minutes. I set the timer of 20 minutes and I plant that seed. Now for the 20 minutes, the plant is going to grow in that app. For 20 minutes, you just have to work on your goal. You can't use your phone. You don't have to use any other thing. You can't use your phone. When the app is running, you shouldn't use your phone. The tree is slowly growing. If you break that cycle at any point of time, the app shows that you have killed the tree. So you don't want that negative feeling to come up, right? And the screen turns red, and it's just an intuitive way, subconscious way of telling that you have broken your focus cycle. You can also put up money for your focus times. Let's say I want to work for 20 minutes and I put a $5 price on it. If I break the cycle of 20 minutes, I have to pay $20. So this is how it helps you to focus. It also helps me to analyze my focus times. It helps me to understand how focused I am or not focused I am on some days. So yeah, it's a good app. You can check it out. The next app which I use on a day-to-day basis, it's a fairly popular app and everybody knows this, and the app is called Pinterest. I love scrolling on Pinterest. For those who don't know, Pinterest is basically a dashboard of all your ideas. It's an open source platform where creators can put out their artwork. You basically tell them what your interests are. It can be anything. It can be books, lifestyle, travel, media, fashion, photography, anything. And the algorithm shows you the right kind of boards. So these boards, when you see on the app, you can select them and create your own dashboard, create your own digital board. These are known as pins. I'm sorry, it's not board, it's pins. I have separated some dashboards, let's say for my social media ideas, for motivational thoughts. I love Batman, so I have a board called Batman Artwork, where all the artwork of Batman is already there. It really is a good way to visualize things, and it really is a good way of having that thought in your mind of visualizing everything. So that is why I love Pinterest, and especially when I use this app on iPad, I see these big images and these big thoughts. It's such a good feeling. I love the app. The developers have done a great job of displaying very good images. Plus there are content creators on Pinterest as well. I haven't explored that side of it, but people are creating good content on Pinterest. There are some great design ideas. Whatever design idea you want, you can find it on Pinterest. Yeah, scrolling through Pinterest has definitely spurred my creative instincts. The fourth app which I use is obviously a very popular app, Kindle. I like to read books. For those who are new on this channel, I read a lot. I love reading books. I have been making content related to books since quite some time now. It's almost been 2 years, and Kindle is the best app to read books on a digital device. I also have a Kindle, and I also read Kindle on my iPad. I have explained the differences in one of the videos. You can check it out here in the I button. So Kindle is a great app, right? The UI is great. The note-taking system is on point. So Kindle is one of the best apps I feel it's out there, especially for readers. I use Kindle on a day-to-day basis, and it has dramatically changed my life. It's almost been a year I have started actively using Kindle. So yeah, it has changed my life and impacted my life a lot. And the fifth app which I really like and absolutely adore is the meditation app called Headspace. Headspace is not free. All the other apps I mentioned are completely free, but Headspace, it gives you a trial of 30 days, and after that you can have a subscription model. It's almost $5 a month, but it's one of the best apps to disconnect. It's very easy to use. There are lots of compartments on what kind of meditation you want. Small meditation, 5-minute, 10-minute meditations, extremely calming voices. You can just connect it. They give you exercises per day. You can do those and really feel disconnected. I love the UI. I love the little emojis that they have. But the most of all, the kind of content that Headspace gives out, it's amazing. It's A grade. It's A grade. Especially during times when you are overwhelmed with emotions, just leave everything, just connect to Headspace, and you are able to disconnect. There are some great stories, great narrations which I always listen to. So yeah, that is the app which has drastically changed my life. So that was the list, guys. Please let me know in the comment sections what apps do you use on a day-to-day basis. I could use some recommendations as well, and let me know in the comment section how did you like this video, and if you have any thoughts about these apps that you use. Do share the video to someone you feel could be benefited from this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such content. That's all for this one. See you in the next video. Bye bye.